the names of the other ones?
Francis Vaughan, Shadows of the Sacred.
That's an excellent book.
Okay, I have not read that either.
It's a very excellent book.
V-A-U-G, is it H-N? Francis Vaughan.
V-A-U-G-H-E-N. Excuse me.
I lost track of the E's and yeah. And the title of the one by Connie Zweig and somebody else. Sorry, I did not look up my list before I came here, but you should be able to find them, and especially under psychology in your library. And those are really good. Yeah.
Stan Groff's Realm of the Human Unconscious.
Okay.
He doesn't deal with it directly as a shadow, but he covers the ground.
Okay, Stan Groff, G-R-O-F. Realms of the Human Unconscious, is that his first one? Or
I think so.
okay.
But that's in terms of the perinatal matrices. It's a different.
Well, it doesn't hurt to know that whole world in theory also. Now, the use of psychedelics to examine the shadow, I don't know. Jean, do you know it? Anybody who's written on that beside in our book? Okay. What was that?
Early dawn.
Dark Night. The collective shadow?
May I just say a word about
Yeah,
Beige? Yeah, I just want to say that I think Christopher Beish's book, Dark Night, Early Dawn, is probably the most powerful book written on psychedelics. It's I've just found it an amazing book.
B-A-C-H-E?
B-A-C-H-E, yes.
A B is in boy? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I've heard of that one. I haven't, yeah.
And this question is for you and Sasha, but Myron, feel free to chime in. You know, I know that you've been married 20 plus years, and I've always, through the years that I've known you, really been inspired and admired your relationship. And I know you've written about this, but maybe you can share a little bit with us now. What role psychedelics and entheogens has had in your relationship with one another through the years?
I think they had a very strong role during the first 2 or 3 years, especially because this was the thing that it was his life and his focus and what he loved and what he was good at. You know, it was the most important thing, and it was tremendously important to me also, and to be able to share these experiences and become part of the research group. You know, it's sort of a pretty heavenly kind of a thing too. I mean, I could barely believe that I could have found somebody who was that fascinated by something that had fascinated me for years. Later, when the relationship and the marriage is pretty firm, and you know that you're going to stay together forever and ever because you like each other as well as love each other, and with age, there is simply you take these you do less exploring. I think not because we've lost interest, but because there is so much work involved in writing, which we feel is the most important thing we could do to share whatever information we have. And Sasha is eternally busy with stuff coming in, emails, incredible number of emails he manages to handle. I react to emails by sort of not downloading more than once
you
a week.
download yours once a week.
Yeah, right. I can't stand them. I really would like to delete most of them. Yeah, it's you get very busy with other things, and so there is less time given to the exploration. But I have gone for months and months and months at a time not having a trip, and I begin to think, I need to take a different view of the world and myself, and I need to do it pretty soon, because there are a lot of questions that are beginning to get all tangled up, and I need that other view every now and then, just to sit and change in time and space and take a good look.
Well, another added complication in this is the very act of writing and putting all this information together. The life story that you did such a beautiful job on in the first parts of both Pikal and Tikal. And then right now I finished a little throwaway book on isoquinolines, but I have a fairly big one that's underway on, I think I'll call it the Psychedelic Index, in more or less imitation of the Merck Index, where you just have listings of all the factual information, good and bad, referenced, the chemistry, the biochemistry, the pharmacology, the synthetic routes, the analogs and the homologs and the isomers that are known it's now up to about 700 compounds. So it's going to be a 1,000-page book. But this is suddenly, to me, a driving compulsion. And I take my little, those big, heavy Mac lap jobs everywhere, and if I find anything approaching 110 volts in the wall, I'm into it and waiting for the next plane, so to speak, while organizing the information in that book. I'm not getting time in the lab. I'm not getting stuff in the lab done. I've got a lot of ideas I'd like to explore, but I can't go in the lab and explore and measure and spectrographically analyze and taste and publish here while I'm trying to write a book over here.
Why don't you take students